PandoCap family, happy Friday. It's been a strong week on the markets with Nasdaq breaking records and companies like Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Tesla, and Amazon, of course, continuing to lead the new bull market. Disney moves ahead with its plans to reopen in Orlando, even as COVID cases surge, in addition to the release of Hamilton on Disney+, which they hope will push their stock price higher to really realize the value of Disney. The coronavirus pandemic and calls for racial justice this year has accelerated the growth in ESG investing as social responsibility funds ranked in record amounts of new money. Bank of America scanned ESG-focused funds and found that 50 most commonly held stocks outperformed the bottom 50 stocks by 22%. Percentage points. The most popular names included Alphabet, Ecolab, and Accenture. Next week, bank earnings kick off, which we saw the first quarter earnings were awful. And this quarter is expected to be the worst since the financial crisis. We'll be watching for the earnings results next week. Either way, the bank stocks are at their lowest ever, so could be a good buy for long-term investors. On to the markets, all closed up today. The Dow 369 points, closing at 26,075. The S&P up 32 points, closing at 3,185, and Nasdaq up 69 points, closing at 10,617. On the IPO side, companies are trying to get out before the election as August and September period have become a new window for IPOs to launch. Some of the names that are filing for IPOs include Coinbase and Palantir. There have been about 102 IPOs that have filed to go public this year. One area of concern is the IPOs that have priced and how much money has been left on the table with these IPOs popping. This has been a discussion that many want to address as it leads to conversations on direct listings with more companies looking at alternatives to IPOs, to the traditional IPO way, including looking at ways like SPACs. This actually leads me to my next guest, who will be starring next week and sharing their insights on third and fourth quarter and the IPOs and how we should be looking at the markets. I'm excited that I'll be featuring Liz Beyer, a leader in the IPO advisory industry from Class 5 Group, and followed by Capital Markets Update from Morgan Stanley. As we move through the second half of the year, I want to make sure that our PandoCap community takes advantage of these opportunities and understands their impact as they come to market. All right, well, as we close out here, we had some new additions to the team, Marisela Garcia Marquez and Vero Gonzalez, who are joining us. We are really excited to grow our little PandoCap family. I also recently brought on an intern, and I'll be searching for another one. So if you're interested, please send me a message, and thank you for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Ciao.